Alright, that looks good to go. Audio is doing mighty fine. We are on Stream Mix, meaning everyone can hear. Excellent. Alright, that should bring us. Welcome to episode 4 of Minecraft Hardcore. Of season 1, I should say. We did many things. Hello, buddy. We dealt. You guys are very noisy, you know that? Last time, we dove into the Nether. In order to... You are also very noisy. Yes, you. But we dove into the Nether to do a bunch of stuff. Get a bunch of stuff from the Nether. Notably... I have a lot of stuff in my bundle. Notably, like, potion ingredients. Like, we got a brewing stand here. We brewed some potions of fire resistance, some potions of night vision, which is all looking good to go. And then we also did some experimenting by looking at our friend the Crafter. And we did some, we basically did the theory behind how to automate pumpkin pie. So I believe the objective for today is to essentially take our pumpkin farm, our sugarcane farm, and I think I have some eggs somewhere around here. Yeah, we got some eggs. Take some eggs and make an automatic chicken farm, or automatic egg farm, I should say, to fully automate pumpkin pie, so that way we have unlimited food. So that way we don't have to like constantly come back. My game volume is very loud. So we don't have to constantly come back and craft food. We were also using the benefits of our mob farm down there, which is how I got this Silk Touch, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3 Diamond Axe, which is awesome. It allows us to it's basically the best axe we can get right about now. And we can even collect the leaves with it, because it's got Silk Touch. So time to get started. We could build it on top of this like stone area here. I think this is actually like a stony shore. Yep. We could build it on top of here, because this currently doesn't look the best, being just covered in stone. So I think this is where we will put its foundations. This is really painful without an efficiency pickaxe. I mean, the diamond pickaxe is faster, but it doesn't have unbreaking on it. I suppose we could go down and start re-rolling for another Fortune 2 diamond pickaxe and then combine them together to get a pretty spicy pickaxe. Alright, let's go and sleep, because I don't want to be ambushed by a creeper and get absolutely destroyed. But I absolutely love the fireflies that they added. They are so good. Alright, that's good to go. So I believe... So what we should do is we should work our way up. So what we can do here is grab you, and I think I want to go with a barrel instead of a chest. Okay. One thing I do want to test is I want to say we aren't... So unlike modded Minecraft crafters, where we're limited by the processing speed of the crafter, I think in this instance we're limited by the... oh, these are both smelting iron. Well, luckily we have a lot of iron to use, because we are going to need to make a lot of things. Let's see here. Throw that in there. What we need is sticks, because we need to make a repeater. Or not a repeater, comparator. But basically, the idea being... Modded Minecraft ones are limited by the processing speed of the machine. And some mods will do something to where it's like... Oops, let's not go there. We'll do stuff where the more energy it has, the faster it processes, for example. But I think in Minecraft, because of the nature of the crafter, we're not limited by its crafting speed, we're limited by redstone speed. For instance, let me grab some redstone. Okay, we can make a redstone clock by doing this, if I remember how to make it. It's like, yeah, there we are. So if we put the crafter here, oh, hold on, I have to make the redstone go into the crafter. There we are. And let's just throw our cobblestone in here. Okay, I'm right. So the limiting factor here is not the speed of the machine, but the speed of redstone, which, considering we can just do this, means we can process things pretty fast. Meaning we really don't need... We don't need an ability to process in parallel, which is interesting. I mean, at least craft in parallel. So we can do barrel and then crafter. And then what we need to do is we need to funnel everything into the crafter. Now, if we do this, I think the issue we might run into is... Let me grab here. I don't have enough eggs to do testing. So we need something else that we mix together that's different objects. Here, we can do coal and sticks. Like, if I get another hopper. Because the thing we're going to be the issue we're going to be running into is probably indeterminacy with not knowing what am I looking for? I'm looking for wood. There it is. The thing we're going to be running into is actually indeterminacy, because we're basically not, if we don't figure out a way to guarantee it, we're not going to know what order these things get into the crafter at. So let's see here. I already have a chest. For instance, if I have 2 hoppers, and for sake of argument, I'm just going to lock both of them right now, so that way they don't do anything. Beautiful. And I have coal in one side and sticks in the other, right? And here. Well, this is going to be a little different because this isn't perfectly shapeless. But it will still prove my point. So if I turn these off, these are both hoppers, right? And they will both activate at the same time. Okay, so this time it worked out with coal going on top. If I put in 4, hold on, turn it back on. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I wonder if it's a side thing. Does this side take priority over the other side? Aha! Okay. This is very interesting. Let me make another hopper. Maybe it's not as indeterminate as I thought. So another hopper, and I'm gonna need to change up my little redstone thing here. If we put this in this, will that work? No, it won't. I'll just need to be very sloppy with my cables. All right, lock my hoppers, and then if I do, so let's say I want sticks, planks, coal. So if it's this, we already determined that this one goes first, so we should expect to see coal in the top left slot, and then we'll need to see what goes next. So if I turn this off, what do we get? Coal, sticks, planks. Now the question is this order consistent? So if I put the sticks back in here and the planks back in here, off again, 6 planks. All right, and then if I keep coal in this one, but switch the sticks and the planks. Okay, so it looks like the different sides have different priorities. But I have a feeling if I lock this again, if I unlock it, and then even if I put a stick in here and then a coal in here. Okay, yeah. So if 2 items get to the crafter at the same time, one of them will take priority depending on what side it's going in. Now that doesn't matter too much for our purposes, considering pumpkin pie is shapeless. The thing we do need to worry about is overflow. So if I get a bunch of cobblestone, here, I'll just use a bunch of coal for sake of argument. So if I have, let me lock my hoppers. If I have more than a stack of coal in here and then sticks in here, right? And we'll put this back to this. So because of the orientation of the hopper, the coal should still go in first, which is expected, but we run out of sticks. And let's say, oh, we crafted all of them. That's the thing I'm worried about. So, what is the best way to go about this? An idea I have, let's go sleep real quick. Wrong way. One idea I've got is lock the hoppers unless all 3 hoppers have an output. Basically, it's the idea that we're not, since we can define, if we just put all the items in there at once. Okay, basically, we're not letting items through unless we have all 3 ingredients necessary to make a cake or a pumpkin pie. So what we would have to do is, if these are our inputs. Oh, hold on, let me test. What happens if we have multiple things in here? Or, hold on. So we have multiple things in here, and let's unlock all these slots and see what happens. Okay, it is going to run through all of our... It's going to run through all of that stack before moving on to the next stack. So we cannot just funnel everything into one hopper. We have to put everything in multiple hoppers. So the plan is, unless all 3 hoppers have an output, do not let things through the hoppers. So we're definitely going to need more comparators for that. Yes, stone is smelted, and then I need quartz, which is here. Good thing we went to the nether. Alright. So, when an item is in a hopper... Here, let me lock this guy. Do we get an output? We do, I think. Yes. So what we can do is we can have a circuit. So now I'm going to need to figure out a better way to power all these hoppers. We can use redstone torches to power the hoppers. For instance, if we put a thing here, then if I get another torch, a thing here, and then we need to link these 2 up. So now, here, if we're going to do that just for symmetry purposes. Torch there, hopper on top. Wait, can I put... Oh, okay. That means we don't need that and that. We can do this, right? No, because redstone can't travel down transparent blocks. It can only travel up. Okay. So here and here. So that disables all the torches. So hopper's enabled, hopper's disabled. The only issue is we're going to need an output for our comparators. And that's not going to work either, because if I do that and then power, it's going to make a clock. Or not. Okay. And then we need to AND these together. Which, the only way I know how to make an AND gate in Minecraft is very clunky. Like, you have to do this, because you're essentially knotting it. Knotting it. And of course, I need a... Good thing I made plenty of stone. I'm gonna make it be larger. Here, we'll do it clunky at first, just to get the theory down. Then, oops, not a lever. Torch. So, like, if I take something out of this, that turns off, put it back in. Oh, it's because this is getting powered. Oh wait, hold on. What's going on here? This is powering this block directly. And what we're looking for is a unique output depending on if there's all three sides or not. Let me make this a little bit longer so I can see what's going on. And actually, if we knot it again, that'll actually be useful. I need to make sure to not build out of... Hold on. Here. So nothing's in any of the hoppers. If I put one in here, nothing happens. If I put one in here, nothing happens. If I put one in here... Wait, hold on. What was it? Okay, so its default state is on. If I put one in the middle, nothing happens. If I put one in the side, nothing happens. If I put one over here, nothing happens. If I take this one out. Okay, that's interesting. So it's like a... There's a term for this, I can't remember what it's called, but it's not ANDing all of them together. Here, let's see if there's any Minecraft, compact, and gate. So I am seeing this. It's not exactly with it, because it's still built for 2 inputs. I wonder if I make some more comparators. I don't think that'll work. So by default, it's this. And I'm gonna be out here a while. Let me go grab my bed, so that way I can sleep and not have to constantly run back to the house. Because it doesn't matter if my respawn point is changed or not, because we are in hardcore. Okay. So currently it should be anding either side. Actually. I think. Oh, there we go. We need to be in subtraction mode. Okay. So let me remind myself what Minecraft comparator. Make sure to use the actual Minecraft wiki and not fandom. Yeah, so, okay. A redstone comparator in subtraction mode subtracts the signal strength of the higher side input from the signal strength of the rear input. Interesting. So, despite Minecraft being a binary logic system, because it's also a base 16 logic system, the comparator can actually just straight up do subtraction. That is fascinating. So what's going on here is it's subtracting like even if we have nothing here. It's getting a signal strength of 15, and if this signal strength is if either of these are like if this is 0, hold on. Okay. So what's going on is the back is giving it a signal strength of 15, and then in each side we're giving it a signal strength of 15, meaning the output is 0. But if I do this, if I give it a signal strength, where's my lever? There it is. I give it a signal strength of 14, it will only have 1. If okay, I see what's going on. So that makes sense. What are the smallest AND gates that you can make? We might have to figure this one out on our own, considering we have 3 inputs we have to deal with. So this one has to be a comparator. So knowing this, we can at least, here, let's get rid of this. Knowing this, we can at least control like we can get different... Wait a minute. Oh, I have an idea. What if we use pistons? So you see, all these torches are off. And if I make a piston, I need planks. One, two, three. And then to save on having to get like sticky pistons, we'll put them upward and get sand. But if I have nothing in it, the piston is up. If I have something in it, the piston is down. And what we can do is if I grab sand, gravel, if I grab gravel, so now, if I have nothing in them, I feel like we're onto something here. I know if we just had one piston, what we could do is we could just use this to conduct through the block, but we can't do that since we have like 3 in a row. Trying to think. We don't have anything like a sensor. Again, I know how to make an AND gate. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way I can finesse it to being much more compact. Oh, hello. Excuse me. What are you doing here? Excellent. I don't actually get Bad Omen directly anymore. I get the bottle. Interesting. The tooltip for voluntary exile is still the same, even though I don't have it. I just have the ominous bottle. Anyway, back to over here. Because my idea was that we could use it to block the current. We would need all 3. Because if only we could move them with redstone on them. But we can't. And thanks, pillagers, for filling up my inventory. Let's take a break, and since I've got 30 levels, let's go do some enchanting. Maybe an idea will come to me while I'm enchanting. 1, 2, 3. Bring a bit of lapis. Put away the scaffolding. Craft pickaxe. Trying to keep it as compact as possible. Let's see here. Unbreaking 3. Gosh darn it. There we go, efficiency 4. That's what we want. And I swear, if it's Silk Touch, I'm not going to be happy. Not happy, Bob. Not happy. I mean, what I could do is I could continue this idea of cutting the current and just, instead of having them all 3 right next to each other, I split them up so that way I can actually have it move, like move through, like, redstone lines. Or realistically, I would have them complete redstone lines. So it just has to, basically the redstone has to get all the way there to unlock the hoppers. That might be the play. Hopefully we get something good with that efficiency. I'm really hoping for Fortune 2. That would be awesome, but we'll see. Alright, one more level, and then we can enchant it again. Did I break the torch? I did. Oh, could I? How could this be? Ominous Bad Omen 4 for an hour and 40 minutes. Very interesting. I want to say I can use that in a trial chamber. Almost got a full set of golden armor. Alright, we're almost there, zombies. Come on. Alright, one more. Come on, zombies. Hello, zombies. There you are. Beautiful. Bro. I mean, I guess I'll take it. I mean, I can still mine with it, but that's rough. That's really rough, Minecraft. Oh, hello. No, my ground! The creeper is so mean. Oh, dirt. Well, we have a stellar silk touch pickaxe now. That's good, I suppose. Alright, so what we can do is... instead of putting all the torches like this, we put the torches like... how is my inventory full? It's because I'm carrying a bunch of stuff that I don't need for engineering. And I hear another pillager. Oh, no, you're not a pillager. Cactus? Cactus could be pretty solid. I don't know if I've seen a desert. Very interesting. Oh, hello. Don't take my block, please. Okay. Put them like this. Piston, piston, piston. Gravel, gravel, gravel. I guess it doesn't matter if I build out of stone anymore, considering I have Silk Touch now. So what we can do is something like this, I think. I shouldn't have put up my scaffolding! This isn't gonna work because it's all gonna be soft-powered. Yeah, we would need to force it into here with a repeater, but we just don't have the space here to do the same thing. Unless that's powered like that. Does that get hard powered? It does not. That is sad. Hold on, if this is... we can't put a torch on that. Hold on, if it's hard power, if we can get a repeater to hard power it, we can put this here. Okay, hold on. Let me make some repeaters. So, this hard powers that. That powers there, and then we can do this to get it there. We're at one last hurdle. Because we need to be able to power it. Because even if we do that, then it's no longer going to be going into this block. Unless, wait, hold on. Now on this side, here we are. This block is hard powered, meaning we can get away with that. And then, where's my other repeater? Oh, I only made one. We make one last repeater. Boom. So now we have power here. Meaning, this torch should turn on once we have stuff in all of the hoppers. What? Oh, don't tell me this is quasi-connectivity. Oh my goodness, it is. No, not quasi-connectivity. Is it this torch? Oh my goodness. I came so close to greatness. Wait a minute. Better idea. More gravel. Hold on. I am automating crafting. But because Minecraft's got a Minecraft, we need to be a little bit more big brain about it. We're currently devising a system for me to have a really compact three-way or AND gate. So that way I don't have to build a ton of AND gates, even though I'm probably using more resources than I should normally otherwise, but whatever. So instead of it, and then we need to raise everything up by a block. Use this one. Okay. Because the pistons can push up to 2 blocks of gravel. Torch, repeater. Block here. Dust, repeater. Block. Dust, repeater. Block. Dust, output torch. Okay. So now, that should turn on whenever all 4 hoppers have something in them. Hopper number 1. Why did it turn on already? Why are you on? Hold on. Wait. It's on because nothing is powering. Okay, wait. Oh, it should turn off when something... Wait. Hold on. I might... Hold on, this torch might be messing with me. I'm technically nodding its output. Okay. There's nothing in any of the hoppers right now. Will you shush? Why are you getting in my business? Thank you. Okay. So it has a different output. Okay, this currently detects if there's nothing in any of the hoppers, which is not what we want. Even if I were to not it, it's still not exactly what I want. Because the moment anything is in any of the hoppers, so what we need to do is we need to not it before it goes in there. So basically, what's going on here needs to not happen. Which I think I can get away with by just replacing the torches with dust. Because redstone torches are knotting it currently. Oh my goodness! Wandering trader! Okay, currently it's off. And if I put something in here, put something in here, and then put something in... Oh, there's already something in there. Nothing's on. Why is... Hold on. That's because this isn't going to power it. It would need to go up here. Which works for those two, but then we have an issue for this one. Unless I do... Put something here, and then a block here. Why is it powering that? Wait, what? Why is it... Why is that getting powered? Why? Hold on, what? Oh, no, I know why. It's because this block here is now hard powered. So this is not gonna work. We would need... This can't have anything on it. Need to go to bed. Why are you still powering that? Okay. Oh, hold on. Dust. Cobblestone. Dust. Because it's technically still going back into it. So this should... not have enough. Wait. Hold on. We need another repeater. This is probably horribly material inefficient, but we're not going for material efficiency, we're going for space efficiency. Oh! Oh my goodness, we did it! Alright, so we should get a red light here. We should get a red light here if... Hush! Hush! We should get a red light here if all three pistons are... Or if there's something in all three input hoppers. 1. 2. 3. Oh! Yes, we just finished. I just got a thing working. Yes! Although time complexity might be an issue, but we'll get to that in a second. Alright, now we need to power that block there. And can I make... Well, what we're doing is we're using pistons to create a pseudo AND gate. And I know how to make an AND gate using just... Wait. Wait, you might be right. Hold on. Because it's the idea that if all these are powered... Wait, I just cannot the output of an OR gate. Hold on. So torch, torch, torch. Output. So left hopper, right hopper. Oh my goodness. And then I could have just knotted that. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess it's me for you. Always having to overcomplicate literally everything. Okay, let's tear this down. Okay, let's see here. So that should light up if there's something in all three hoppers. Oh my goodness. Of course. Because you can, to make... Villager, you need to get out of my face right now. It's because of the idea that if you take an OR gate... Behold, an OR gate. Let me do... So if I have my OR gate here, right? Now, normally, it gets an output if either of them are inputted. But if I turn it into a NOT gate... Where's my torch? Oh, no, it's not exactly a NOT gate. I think I have to NOT this side, too. Yeah, basically, if you take an OR gate and you NOT the inputs and the output, you get an AND gate. Which is exactly what's going on here, kind of. Because when we are considered to have an ON whenever there's an item in the hopper. And I fell. And then we NOT at the inputs here, then we ORed them together using the redstone. Villager? You know what? Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat! You've lost walking privileges. Get in the boat. Thank you. I'm busy trying to explain digital logic here, and you are being very obnoxious. Yeah, we're NOTing the inputs and then NOTing the output. Oh my goodness. I am utterly embarrassed. But oh well. Thank you for pointing out my stupidity. Which, we could actually make this cooler, I think. If we put a torch here, because now we need to take this output, which I believe I can just get by putting a block here. No, one lower. Actually, that helps out more. One lower. There we go. And then if we go back to here, so it's this block right here, and yeah. So we need to take this, turn off. Wait. So to put it into there, we need to do that. Hold on, let me take something out. Oh, I'm just forgetting how stuff links up. There we are. Also, that hopper doesn't actually go into the crafter. Hold on. Yeah, that one doesn't go into the crafter. Yeah, so how it should work is while there's not an item in every hopper. How's it going? While there's not an item in every hopper, all the hoppers should be locked. The only one we have hooked up is this one. So there's not one in the left hopper, meaning this should not move in. Yes. And then once we put something in, there we go. Okay, cool. Oops. We want you to be 0 ticks. You know, I might be able to get away with this without having... Here. And just doing that. I don't like the look of that. I mean, it's compact, but I just don't like that. I feel like I'm using a lot of excess dust. Okay. That is still busy being unlocked. No, no worries, my guy. I know that feeling of trying to like brush your teeth but still do stuff on your phone at the same time. I forgot I can't go down. I can go up, but not down. Oh, that means if I do this, this is not going to help either. Yeah. But I just want to make sure... Oops. What did I click? Oh, I changed the mode. Let me get rid of that torch. So it's locked again. So when all of them are filled... Okay, cool. I think it still works. Let's see here. So that works. And I could get that from here, I think. Yeah, because that's not making a clock. Or a burnout. And then I somehow need to put this into here. What is this block? Is this block important? It is not. Hold on, does that really work? Oh, it does. I don't know why I was skeptical that that powered properly. So this block is powered. And if this was 1 over... Wait. Dust here. Torch here. And then if we're missing something in there, so this should be locked. It is not locked. Because that's going into that block. We want this on. So we need to knot it. Yeah. It's just that block is being powered by that source. Because I need to, like, somehow power... Wait. I think that will work. Hold on. I think I'm getting my torches tripped up here. We want... Why is this still powered? Hold on. This is here. So we want it locked when not everything is in it, because there's nothing in that hopper. So we need to knot it once, knot it twice. Wait. Yeah, here's the second knot. So we need to get the redstone dust down to here. Oh, I know. Trying to avoid, like, water and toothpaste getting it on your phone. I need... Get this lower. And I wish to do it compactly. Hold on, does glass let it go down? I think it's just a property of transparent blocks. Yeah, just a property of transparent blocks. Why can't it go down? I just need to connect it. I'm just making a big deal about making it all compact. Thank you, and good luck with your studying, my guy. I mean, I could use the piston. The only issue is I don't have a sticky piston. So a block here for the redstone. That's just gonna mess with itself. I'm trying. Wait. Repeater. Well, repeater might have its own problems. Yes, I think. Yeah, it's locked. Still locked. Still locked. And then... Should it unlock? Yeah, there we are. So this block, yeah, we want to power this block here, and then this block here as well. Realistically, we should do... Wait, this is... Oh, I don't want to have it 2 ticks, though, because that could happen and be it so compact. I know, right? So now, when there's an item in each hopper, that's the thing I don't like, is that there's a 2-tick delay. I mean, I think we're losing a tick on each redstone torch, and maybe a tick on the thing down there. All right, here, we'll run with this for now, and we can just, because I don't need to change the whole, like, algorithm, or not algorithm. I don't need to change the whole setup. I just need to use a bit of extra redstone dust to get rid of that 2 ticks. So we'll keep it with 2 ticks for now, and just build on top of it. So, after, about an hour of work, we finally have a system here that checks for an item in each of these 3 hoppers before letting the item into the crafter. Which there is actually one more redstone thing we need to do down here, is we need to come to the block underneath the crafter, which is this block here. There, and then I think I can put a torch here without messing anything up. Beautiful. And then put a... We're going to put down a comparator clock. I gave myself enough space for it. I don't think that's enough space. Yeah, that's not enough space. And I need to be one more block back. That way I can have the redstone. And this we cannot have a repeater, because the repeater is too slow. Really? Oh, that's a problem. The redstone torch is too slow. Okay. I mean, I could make a... Here. Do this. Oh, I think we need more space. It has to go into that block. I need to go sleep before mobs start coming and messing me up. It almost needs to be up here with a thing here. I will admit, it's nice having a silk touch pickaxe. Ah, shoot. Hey man, how's it going? I just need to swallow my pride for a second and get the clock done. Because there's more pressing matters to get onto. I will improve the clock at a later time. Come on. Oh, create for the first time. Did you build anything cool with it? Why is this not... Oh, it's because they're not the same tick delay. I was like, why is it not working? Did I... Wait, hold on, what? How did I burn out the torch? Is it still too fast for the torch? Oh. You know what? I wonder. I can put it on top. That might be the play. Ah, 170 mods. Yeah, it definitely sounds like there's going to be a few more things to worry about than create. Okay. Then I can't put it there. Unless I do... that. Oh, no worries. I have made quite a few create things. Is that too fast for the crafter? Oh, I can't put anything on top of the hopper because I need to hopper things into the hopper. Okay. Here, we'll deal with the clock another time because I probably want to use the hoppers pretty efficiently. Most likely, we should just have the chickens, because we can power it from below. We could just have the chickens on this hopper, so we don't have to make a million hoppers. Like, if I get some more glass... Which I need sand for. Ooh, an egg. Thank you. I will be needing that. I forgot I have depth try there. Do I have Aqua Affinity too? Oh, I do as well. Oh, I need to smelt it. So just as a quick trial, sugarcane. What am I missing? A pumpkin. Mobs that two-shot you. That, yeah. You probably want to, like, light up an area first. Oh, we're gonna need another crafter setup for the sugarcane. Luckily, the sugarcane is literally just in and out, like, one in, one out, so that makes it easy. Um, to deal with walls, I did hear about someone notable building a very notable wall. The notable is the key word. So if I put a pumpkin in here, a sugar in here, these two aren't entering, and then if I put an egg in, they all go in. Fabulous. So here's what I'm thinking. We can just put the chicken farm. Yeah, we are. We're near like 50 to go, I think. Which is kind of crazy. For my eggs. There they are. I'm thinking for this middle one, just do this. Oh, man. Hey, we got one. Yep, we'll have to wait and see. I am trying to brainstorm ideas for something special to do for 1K. I haven't landed on any decisive course of action yet, though. Where's that chicken? There you are. Come on. As well as my plate is kind of full right now with the extra videos I'm working on, primarily for Dragon Week. Yeah, dragging the chicken across with the seeds is not going to work. It might just be better to push. No, don't go back. I need you on the side of the river. This is why we need to build a bridge. That's probably going to be the next live stream agenda, is to build a bridge. And then honestly, I think it's almost time to go for the dragon. Primarily because I've been wanting to get my wings. Although I don't have any kind of gunpowder farm to make them the best use out of an elytra. Although once we get ghasts, we definitely need to once we get writable ghasts, we definitely need to get one of those, because those are going to be so nice for building. Can a chicken path find up this? It cannot. Oh my goodness. Another 5 memberships? Well, another very much sincere thank you from me. So congrats to, it looks like Bagel B, Ellie Fighter, Kalen, Kyle Animal, CQD Frail, and the guy who was actually in the chat earlier. The lucky recipients of the gifted. And I just realized it changes the output depending on how many items are in it. But because we're immediately throwing it into a NOT gate, it's essentially Booleanizing it. I don't think it's a word, but it's turning it from basic scene into a Boolean, so that's nice. So, ta-da! The egg farm is done. We just need to make sure to continue to add more eggs to it. So many seeds, I might as well just pump all these seeds into this baby chick. There we are. So the next two ones are a little trickier to get going. So a sugarcane automatic farm is really easy to set up because, you know, you just use observers and pistons. The tricky part with that is, it's not really tricky, it's just tedious because I have to make another hopper setup. Oh, right, I did watch the Minecraft movie. So in my humble opinion, the Minecraft movie, or at least how I thought it was better than I expected. It's not by any means a fabulous movie. Like, it's definitely not Lord of the Rings, and I think I agree with Phoenix with the assessment that the the Mario movie was still better. But I think the Minecraft movie did, like, whenever I went and watched it, I felt like I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, which was a pleasant surprise. If I had to criticize a few elements, it would one of my major criticisms would be the characters and the dialogue. It just wasn't. It just wasn't where it needed to be. They have the classic third act cliche. I don't know if it was actually in the third act though. Well, they have a moment where two of the main characters, you know, get into like an argument with one another, but that argument can't kind of like there was a good reason for it, but it kind of came out of nowhere and then uh kind of disappeared. But it was a fun movie to watch, and I went into it worried about the whole like Jack Black explaining every element of Minecraft, but it didn't feel that bad. What was I doing? I need to make another crafter. Dropper, redstone, iron ingots, crafting table. And then some of the dialogue felt a little uninspired, but it wasn't too bad. What yeah, like over here there was a lot of why is that egg not going in the hopper? Does locking the hopper stop items from going into it? Oh, it does. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to move the chickens! Because that means they need to be a block higher now. But yeah, over here as well, whenever Jack Black was like, I am Steve, the whole like theater started applauding. Is this my... yeah, that's my silk touch. Okay. Oh, very interesting. Here, I'm curious. Where's languages? Options. Did they move it to accessibility? No? Oh, language. Oh, it is a good translation. I'm just curious if it matches in the in Minecraft. Okay, cool. It looks like it was very similar to what they used in Minecraft. I could only imagine like hearing that in hearing that audio in theaters. All right, let me turn it back to English. Upside down, pirate speak. Shakespearean English. Let's see here. I was putting this. 1, 2, 3. 3. 2, 3. 3. Okay, now we need to get the chickens back over here, wherever they went. Chicken! Oh, I need to go get seed. The warped fungi. Interesting. There's one of them. Really hope the other one didn't fall down the shaft. That would be dreadful. Come here. So now... that hopper should still collect items. Wait. Okay, no, good. It still puts it in there. Interesting. There's the other chicken. Come here. Oh, out of like the 5 different Englishes? Or remember that this button here was the language button. Come on, chicken, you can pathfind. Chicken! Oh, okay. Ooh. There we go. And now if I make sure to throw the egg in there... So the egg did get collected and put into here. Oh, and they just patched another one. Cool. I didn't realize... Oh, whoa! Back-to-back chicks. I didn't realize that they, I didn't realize that locking a hopper meant it stopped things from being auto-collected from the world, even though you can still put things into it. Very strange. Alright, so I made another crafter. Which I will put... Where did my other crafter go? How did I lose my second crafter? I might have just left it in a chest somewhere. Oh no, it's in there. Found it. So we'll put this crafter here. Now, luckily with this second crafter, we don't have to be as precise with our with how things go into it, because we can literally just funnel sugar cane into it. Wait, no, that's fine. That's intentional. So like if we get a sugar, it goes into the crafter, and then if we pulse the crafter, oh, it doesn't. Oh no, wait, that's fine. We can put a barrel on top. And if I craft the... Oh, hello. I need you to face the other way. So once again, throw a sugar cane in the top. It goes in here. Oh, make sure you disable all the slots. And pulse. And it goes into the barrel. Which the barrel does not take it out. Are hoppers the only thing that can put it into another container? Or another hopper? Or a locked hopper? Huh. It's really hard to pronounce. I mean, I definitely could see that, because as an English speaker, that I'd rarely see that combination of letters in that order. So that goes in there, craft. Beautiful. Okay. So now we just need to attach a sugarcane farm to here. Yeah, it's just because I've like I very rarely try and pronounce that combination of letters. So let's see. Can't remember how far can water travel. Pretty far. And let me get dirt. As funny, or not as funny, as much as the myth suggests otherwise, sugarcane doesn't actually grow faster on sand. It grows the same speed on dirt as it does on sand. Which, I'm pretty sure you can grow sugarcane on flowing water adjacent blocks, right? Or does it have to be solid? Yes, it can be flowing. So what I can do is over here. Water. Okay, so we'll shorten it by 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that does get us all the way there. This is not meant to be like the most efficient farm by any means. This is morely meant to be automatic. So here, let me put my, I don't need my compass because I'm at home. Throw the extra eggs in. Excellent. Excellent. Ah, there's not water on that block. That makes sense. Luckily, this is, tileable, so if I ever feel the need to expand the farm, I can do so very easily. So, there's two different ways you could do this. You can make an observer that for every one, but observers are kind of, well, they're not that expensive, but they're kind of expensive. But I would rather just make a bunch of pistons. Yeah, I mean, normal Minecraft servers are, better in the long run. But Minecraft realms are very nice for people who aren't familiar with hosting a server and want a secure server, and it being run by Mojang directly gives them confidence that it's a secure server. So it's like it's mainly meant for like parents who their kids want to play with each other, but none of them know how to set up a server, which port forwarding can be pretty difficult. We'll do this. And then that layer is where pistons go. So I need to go get more cobblestone. But if you do know how to run a server yourself, then there is no need for a Minecraft realm. I can use... Wait, no I can't. I don't think I can. Right. I remember I had to change that in the mod pack I was working on. Oh, is that going to be a problem? That's not enough pistons. Wait, what did I run out of? Oh, I ran out of wood. I mean, I would agree. It could definitely be cheaper because the companies want to be competitive. But the main factor here is the security of it. Because it's just the idea that since the developers of the game are the ones hosting realms, it gives parents more of a comfort feeling that it's like native to the game and it's not outside the game. As well as even like a server provider, you still have to set up the server with the server provider, but Minecraft Realms just happens. Minecraft Realms is like an Apple device. It's got a lot more things that are done for you, and it's a little bit more restrictive and a little bit more money, but it's nice for people who aren't as familiar with cell phones. Chunk banning, is that like where you set up a command block or something that just keeps going? I'm not familiar with that term. Shulker box. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that term before. Oh, okay. I just need to put it on this level. Hey. The only issue is this. Sugarcane has a very bad habit of breaking and then just sitting on the block. Boom. Interesting. I could definitely see that being an issue. Especially if everyone you have invited, like, gets stuck in it. At that point, it's not all hope is lost. It's just you couldn't do it on your own. Since you don't have direct access to the console, you just have to contact someone at Mojang support to be like, hey, can you please delete that? At which point they would probably be like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this. Dirt. And then I want to add a railing. I know applied energistics like add-ons get around it, but that's their rationale for why in applied energistics the max amount of types on a drive is 64 is because things get real dicey when storing that much amount of data as MBT. But I am unsure how the add-ons get around it. Ugh. Okay, so that is good to go. Now we need pumpkin. Now, I've never actually built a pumpkin farm. I think it relies on the premise that if you push a pumpkin, it just breaks. Yes. Oh, thank you. Even if I put a pumpkin... like this. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so so instead of like so that's similar to how it is in German, because Gesundheit roughly translates to something along the lines of good health. Or good health you. Which is interesting to see the differences in between the translations. Or like I guess not really between the translations, but between translations of other languages, what they say, and what we say in English. How many eggs? We got 3 eggs in here now. Ah, no chicks. So like this will grow like this, and then it will grow like this, and then ta-da! Oh, we're gonna need to put some stuff up top. Tier, Tierzinka? I guess. Tierzinka is, I guess, gonna be my official guess at how to pronounce it properly. Yeah, I don't like that half of it gets stuck on the platform. That might have to be fixed with moving blocks out front. I mean, some of it still gets in there. It's a pretty big loss rate. All right, here. Well, I don't know if we should really be trusting Google Translate 100%, but I can definitely try.
Trzcina.
Circina?
Kalami.
Why is it translating into Greek? What the?
Trzcina.
Cir-
Trzcina.
cir-
Trzcina.
I'm having a hard time getting that first sound out. I bet with practice I could get it. There's another pillager captain. Luckily, you just do that instead of giving me Bad Omen. That's Bad Omen 5. Ooh, scary. I know, I'll slowly be picking up Polish from you sharing various Polish words on stream. Maybe if, once we get to 1,000,000, I'll have picked up the entirety of the Polish language. Yeah, I think sometime later I'll do another pass on that to see if I can make it a little bit more effective. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking for the pumpkin farm. Is we use water to our advantage. Which actually, we have a Silk Touch pickaxe now, meaning we can get ice. That is really nice. That's an interesting assumption to make by your teacher. So, okay. I think... Well, we want the water channel to be here. No, we want it to be one higher. I mean, I feel like that's kind of true for just any language, is not every speaker of that language is always going to know every word of that language, because like there's even English words that I still don't know about. Okay, I know when I've looked at pumpkin farm designs before, I've seen a grid. Because what we need a spot for the stem to grow, and then we need a spot for the pumpkin to actually, like, fall onto. So, like... Yeah, I know, that idea of the length of the letters, or not the letters, the words being similar to that of, like, English. What's the word for it? There's a specific term in geography that describes it. It's basically the idea that as we move into the future, we're gonna need, new words for things. And since the world is no longer, like, isolated from one another, and we have globalism, uh, we're going to want to use the same words for things, like the word download. Um, and so you get this phenomenon where the languages kind of start merging together, or not really merging together, just kind of merging into English almost. Where English is like, hey, we need a new word for this thing. So then we make that word, and then since there's not like natural language growth anymore, I might be butchering this explanation, but since there's not natural language growth anymore, we just kind of need to use the word for something else. Or no, not use the word for something else. Other languages still need a word for it, and instead of creating a new word, they just use the English word. So it's this idea of the languages are becoming less distinct. And okay, it looks like Poland might be doing it too, but I know Iceland has like a committee that will meet whenever whenever the Icelandic dictionary needs to be updated. And instead of just adapting English words, they actually sit down and think through it and come up with a new Icelandic word. So Poland might have a similar system as well for Polish. To preserve the language and not have them slowly merge into each other. But I think it's pretty cool that we're making incentives to preserve the distinctions between the languages. Yeah, that's how I feel with some of my, or felt, I guess, with some of my assignments, where I was like, I would be dreading it and then I would actually sit down and do it, and then it would be super easy. I can't remember. Does redstone still pop up if you activate a... Oh, sweet. Oh, dear. I did not foresee this happening. Wait, I wonder if I can... I wonder if I can observe the change in the stem. Oops, wrong way around. I don't know. I have to look through the dictionary and see if there's any that are the same. What am I looking for? Pumpkin. Because the stem still updates. Or not. Is it because... Okay, it might not update without the actual, like, thing making a new pumpkin. Like, if I take this up, will not accept it? Yeah, it won't bend back into the pumpkin that I put down. So it has to grow a new pumpkin. Okay, so it can observe the change in the stem. That is good to know. Thank you for clarification. Oh, the fireflies. Beautiful. Man, I'm out of cobblestone. Sorry, fireflies, I must sleep. The night is very dangerous. One thing we do need to start gunning for is actually mending. So that way I'm not going to be breaking my tools. Alright, here's a proof of concept. Oh, you know what? It might be because if I put pumpkins here, if I remember correctly, I can ignite, I can like trigger a like the observer to tick with flint and steel, I think. Ah, ah, or not. Oh, that might just be for causing a block update in front of it that's temporary. Okay, if I get like a button and pulse it. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think that's why they build it in grids. Yeah. They build it in grids, I think. Actually, they might even... do it another block higher. I will have to manually reset this one since I don't have slime balls. Shoot, I broke my pumpkin crop. That is true. The hopper minecart can go through. I don't know. Like I always think to myself I need to get into the VC at some point just to hang out, but I never find myself doing so. Wait. No, it needs to be one higher, I think. No, that's too high. Okay. And then we need... Did I put the redstone all the way across the top? Okay, cool. Where'd my button go? I lost my button. Oh, no. I love how the moment I make another one, I find it. Yeah, okay. And I don't have slime sticky pistons, so I have to manually reset it. I'm just curious if this will be better, although this isn't entirely accurate, considering they won't be pulled back up. But, whatever. Okay, that was a little bit better. There's obviously still the chance it can go on that side. But if we can get our hands on some slime balls, that would make this a lot better. I don't know if... Alright. Okay, so we have a lot of egg. Why is there sugar in here? Oh, because it's empty. Wait, did I mess up my logic on this? Oh, that's true. Mud blocks are a thing. I keep forgetting that they are a thing. What's going on here? Oh. Oh, that's what's going on. The water got rid of my hoppers. Or not my hoppers, my repeaters. I was like, why is it not working as it should? So sugar goes in there. Pumpkins go in here. And then eggs go in here. We should get... That's not what I wanted. Okay. There are eggs. There is sugar. Pumpkin. Why is this not working how I want it to? Sugar. Because they should all be going in at the same time. On how to get to sleep earlier? Don't know if I would be able to make a quality tutorial on that one. Why are the pumpkins going in so quickly? Like, it fills in 2 pumpkins. Wait, what? Oh, because the pumpkin one is missing a torch. Pumpkin. Egg. Sugar. Oh! I thought my thing was flawed, but it still might be. If, let's say... Okay. Ideally, if I put this in here... What? Oh, it's because we're out of pumpkins. Okay, I think it works! I think the logic works. And I am going to move these down just for now. Just so they work, I mean, at least at half efficiency in the meantime. Fabulous. None of them went in. But what I really want to get working now is the clock. So torch here, dust here. Let me use the lever. I don't know why I'm using the button. I forgot. It, like, burns out the torch. Pumpkin pie. And then if I bring this up here... Why are we not getting more sugar? Oh, it's because we're out of pumpkins and it won't let more sugar in without pumpkins. I think that is an inefficiency we kind of just have to live with, even if there's some in the buffer. Like if I throw this in here, why did we not craft more? Where did those pumpkins go? It's because the hopper's locked. Ooh, that means I have to raise up the pumpkins by 1. Wait, no I don't. No worries, make sure to get some rest, my guy. Oh, pumpkin pie. Actually, I think this issue will be resolved if I take these out and put them back in here. Yes, okay, that issue is resolved if there's nothing like extra. Oh my goodness. A parting gift. You do you, my guy. The absolute mad lad. Good night. And I guess congrats to Pancake Lord for getting the gifted sub. That goes in there, and that allows us to craft another one. Beautiful. So, it is very inefficient right now, but we have... I know, bro is going crazy with the gifted. It's really inefficient right now, but we have a fully automatic pumpkin pie farm. Which is very exciting. No. No! How did this happen? Hmm. I wonder if it's because there's a 2-tick delay. Oh. What are we missing? We're missing egg. I think it's because there's a 2-tick delay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. And just... Oops. Okay, that one's not as bad because that's just the clock that runs the crafter. Okay, I want to say it's the 2-tick delay right here. So what I need to just do is just do that. And normally I would solve that by, wait. And then block, block. There's some way to get this to go together. Okay. It looks horrible, but now we eliminated those 2 ticks of delay. Meaning, if I clean this out and put the sugar back, put the pumpkins back. Okay. I mean, I'm out of eggs, so there's no way I can, like, adequately check. But I think that was the issue. Because it was 2 ticks behind what was actually happening, it was leaving enough time for the hoppers to continue to be unlocked. Why did you grow over here? It was leaving enough time for the hoppers to be unlocked, allowing it to fill in the remaining spots. Because the whole logic we're working with here is that we're only putting things in if we have all 3 things. Oh. Excellent. It didn't put extra in. Let me go breed those chickens a little bit more. Yeah, guys, make sure to get rest. There's quite a few of you have been saying that you've been staying up too late. But yeah, good luck on the lab, and I've done labs too. They're always that thing that are a pain to do, but once you get them done, or once you even get started, you'll get through it quickly. Yep, so I think you both might be in Europe somewhere. Which is pretty cool. It's fun to have viewers from like all across the world. Alright, this is looking pretty solid so far. I think now that I got all the timings correct, all of the torches in place, I think it is working out. Yep, another one just got crafted. Don't worry, you'll get through it. It does feel kind of difficult at times, but you can definitely do it. We're already at 38 pumpkin pies. I mean, this is still me, manually throwing stuff into it just to like test it, but ideally, once I sort out the sugarcane and pumpkin farms a little bit better, it should be fully automatic. Oh yeah, our limiting factor is currently eggs. So yeah, once another chicken lays an egg, it goes in, boom. Pumpkin pie. This will be sweet because, again, fully automatic means we don't actually have to, worry about it. All we need to do is, if we're ever running low on food, hop over here, get a pumpkin pie. Or get a stack of pumpkin pies. But there's definitely still some improvements I need to make. I don't want to bore you with me going through the technical details on stream. I will do that some other time to hopefully sort this thing out a little bit better. What's funny is, well, it's definitely because I threw a bunch of stuff in manually, but the eggs are the current limiting factor, even though the eggs are the easiest thing to continue to scale. But whatever. Yeah, I believe he does live in Poland. Because we were talking about a discussion about the Polish language. But yeah, this is probably going to be the end of the stream for today. So another episode of Minecraft Hardcore in the books. We're currently on day... What day are we on? Where is it? A note's here. Day 56 of the world. Which is very exciting. I think we honestly should begin gearing up for the Ender Dragon. Getting an Elytra would be a whole lot of fun. Again, the only limiting factor with the Elytra is the lack of mending and lack of rockets. But we can definitely work on that some other time. As well as if we go to the end, we can also set up a better XP farm using Enderman, which is very exciting. We should also probably just go to a village and do the trial chamber stuff, because I think that is pretty cool. As well as, since it is using treasure loot tables, we might be able to get mending books from it, although not as reliably as from villagers, so we'll see. But yeah, we got the bare minimum needed for our pumpkin pie farm, which is very exciting. And I guess, hold on, let me double check, make sure everything is going fine. Excellent. It was nice for that chicken to lay an egg right when I checked on it. But yeah, so before we head out, I'm going to give a big thank you to everyone who decided to show up on the stream. Big thank you to Sansuio, who also known as Pizek. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But he was the guy who bought 6 channel memberships, or gifted 6 channel memberships today, which was very exciting. Thank you, Jamjar, for helping me out with some of that technical stuff, or reminding me that I was doing it in so much less of an efficient method than I could have. Yep. And another thank you to everyone who was in chat and decided to interact with the stream. It was a whole lot of fun. I've definitely been enjoying the hardcore streams. And it's funny because I've got so many ideas planned for future seasons that it's almost exciting to get to other seasons. But at the same time, I definitely don't want to, die. So we'll just have to wait and see. Who knows, maybe a gold-plated baby zombie will show up. But yeah, one last thank you, and I will see you guys later.